Hi everyone, it's Amber from The Sensible Mama, and welcome to this week's Pack With Me. This week I am packing up the Ju-Ju-Be BFF in the Queen of the Nile print. I think Queen of the Nile is such an awesome fall print. It just screams fall and winter to me. Even the gold hardware, which I know not everybody loves, but gold is my absolute favorite kind of hardware, and it especially looks good in the fall with a great monochrome print like Queen of the Nile. So if you want to see how I'm going to pack this bag up this week, go ahead and stick around. Okay, so the first thing that I'm going to do is pack up the outside of the bag, and then we'll move on to the inside. I am admittedly not a huge fan of the mommy pocket on the BFF. As much as I love the internal structure of the main part of the bag, the mommy pocket is just a little too small for me, just in my opinion. It also doesn't zip all the way around, which means it doesn't open as wide as I would like it to. So I don't tend to pack this up very full. I tend to keep most of my mommy things actually in the main part of the bag. So I'm not going to be putting too terribly much in here right now. I have my Be Charged that has my cards and cash in it. And I'm going to be slipping that in this front zipper pocket here. The Be Charged does fit perfectly in that little pocket, and it's a great place to keep that safe so that someone has to work a little bit if they're going to try to steal my credit cards. They're going to have to get through 2 zippers instead of just 1, which I like. Next, I'm going to be putting a pen and a Sharpie in the Sunglass Pocket over here. I like to keep my phone in this front slip pocket here in the BFF. This is an iPhone 6s Plus, and it does fit perfectly inside of that slip pocket. Next, in this other front slip pocket, I'm going to put my phone charger. I love this thing. I got it from Target in the phone case section because it did come with my iPhone case. But this is a charger plus a mirror, which I think is awesome. This has got fingerprints all over it right now. But I love this thing, especially since it fits really well in just about every slip pocket in all of the mommy pockets of the different Ju-Ju-Be bags. And then I'm also just putting my charge cable in there as well. And I think that is about all I'm going to put in that mommy pocket. Like I said, I don't want it to get packed over full. I do have other mommy things, but those are going on the inside of the bag. Here in the tech pocket, I like to keep some of my son's hand and face wipes. I just think this is a great place for storing anything that you tend to be grabbing for really quickly. Now, I like to carry the BFF predominantly backpack style. The BFF does come with these really great backpack straps that are super comfortable, and I just tend to prefer to be hands-free. So that is usually the way that I carry the BFF. But I do from time to time like to use the messenger strap, which does come included with the BFF. So what I like to do is just put that messenger strap over here in the side bottle pocket. That way I can grab for that whenever I do decide that I need it. Here in the other side bottle pocket, I'm going to put my son's water bottle. This is another Target purchase, and I really enjoyed it because it has this carabiner on it, so it's a little bit easier for my son to carry sometimes. Alright, that's all for the outside, so let's move on to the inside. The inside of the BFF is gusseted, which is fantastic. That means it doesn't flop open on you when you open it all the way up. It has 2 zip pockets here in the back, 2 slip pockets on the back side of the bag, 2 slip pockets here on the sides. It has 2 window pockets here and here as well, and a long zipper pocket that goes all the way across this front right here. And I am going to be using every single one of these today, in addition to putting some things here in the main part of the bag. In the 2 back zipper pockets, I'm going to be putting things related to health. So in one pocket, I'm going to put my wet ones so I can wipe down surfaces while we're out. A wet ones pack like this does not fit in there well enough that you can zip it unless you kind of smush it down in there. But I don't really mind it sticking up, so I just leave it like that. It's actually easier for me to grab it out that way. Then in this other far zipper pocket, I'm going to put a small Be Organized piece in the Unikiki 2.0 print that has got all of my medical needs for my son. It's got some Tylenol in there, some Neosporin, Band-Aids, and things like that. And this fits super well in this zipper pocket over here. I always keep a medium set piece packed with snacks with me. This is mostly dry snacks for my son, and I just yanked this out of the bag that I was using this week. So this is already pre-packed with snacks, and I'm just going to stick this in this front slip pocket here. What I love about Ju-Ju-Be is you can tell they have really gone out of their way to make all of their accessories match really well with the internal structure of their bags. As you can see, this medium set piece is the perfect size to fit inside of that slot, which is really useful and helpful. In this slip pocket, I'm going to put eating needs for my son, and usually I keep those in a medium set piece, but I kind of wanted to just take a break from having a separate set piece to use while we're out eating. I kind of want an option of just being able to grab things out of there really fast. And that is one of the benefits of the BFF, is that you don't have to use pouches if you don't want to, because the internal structure is so great. So the first thing I'm going to put in that slip pocket is my son's slip resistant placemat. This is the Neat Solutions placemat. I got it on Amazon. It was like $3, so I will link it down below. And I'm just gonna slip that right here in this pocket. The only other things that I really need while my son is eating in a restaurant is a Be Neat and some utensils. So one thing that I like to do is take my Be Neat with the little flap here, and I stick his utensils down inside of that flap so they're nice and protected. And then I can just fold the Be Neat over like this. And now I can slip this down inside of the BFF. So now I've got my nice, neat little restaurant needs pocket all ready to go, and I can grab things out of there whenever I need them. We're having kind of some strange weather here in Atlanta where it's like cold in the morning and then hot in the afternoon. And so it's kind of hard to dress my son. I don't really know what it's ever going to feel like while we're out. So I am going to be putting a sweatshirt for him over here in the side pocket. I love that the side pockets of the BFF are big enough that you can roll up a sweater like I'm about to do and stick it down in there, and it's not bulky. It fits actually really, really well. In the other side pocket, I'm going to put my son's BB Olay Swaddle Blanket. He's 18 months, so obviously we're not swaddling anymore, but he loves blankets, and especially if he's feeling upset or insecure, I love pulling out a blanket for him to kind of snuggle with. So I'm going to be putting this over here in this side slip pocket. Okay, so there is all of the back and side internal structure all packed up. This week I am going to be using a Be Quick for diapering needs. Lately I have been packing this up off camera and then just putting it in my bag, but I've been seeing a lot of questions lately about how to pack a Be Quick for cloth diapering, so I'm going to really quick show you how I pack this up. I always keep 2 cloth diapers with me. These are both pocket diapers. This one is from KangaCare and this one is from Bum Genius. So the first thing that I always do is just roll these up kind of halfway like this. And I tuck one into one side of the Quick and the other in the other side. Next, I put a WiPouch 30 case. This one is in the bear's print, and I tuck that towards the back of the Quick. Next, I like to put my Ju-Ju-Be Be Dry wet bag in there. I love the Be Dry because this is so thin, it just packs up in such a tiny little profile that it fits really, really well inside of my diapering Quick. Okay, so I've got the diapers in the middle, the wipes here on the back, and the wet bag here on the front. And then the last thing that I do is take my baby powder and I slip this in between the 2 diapers. So now I have everything all put together for my diapering needs, and as you can see, it still zips up really well. Okay, and so I'm going to be slipping this right down here in the main compartment of the bag. So I mentioned that I'm not putting all of my mommy things in the mommy pocket of the BFF just because the mommy pocket is a little small. So I am experimenting with something this week. I'm actually going to put in the main part of my BFF a Ju-Ju-Be large set piece. This is in the black petals print, and I have attached a black seatbelt strap to it as well. And this is basically packed with all of my other mommy needs. So I do have a small set piece in here that has everything that I usually pack for a wallet. It's got a coin purse in here, as well as a Be Charged that has my business cards in it, and some lip gloss tucked down in the bottom. And what I will be doing is, like, if I'm actually going to grab this out of my BFF and carry this with me instead of carrying the whole BFF into wherever I'm going, I will just be pulling my other Be Charged out of the mommy pocket in here that has my credit cards and put it in here as well, zip it up and toss it inside of the large set piece so that way I have everything that I need for me. So aside from having the little small set piece packed as a wallet, I have some tissues, I have lipstick and lip gloss, and some hairspray. So this was already kind of packed up because I was using this earlier this week when I ran some errands without my son, and I enjoyed using it so much that I decided, you know what, I'm going to experiment with keeping this inside of my diaper bag ready to go so that if I need to run out really quickly and I don't need my diaper bag, this is all set, and if I have my son with me, I can just leave the diaper bag in the car and grab this out. So I'm gonna put this right here in front of the Be Quick. I mentioned that I have to have my Jeep serviced this week, which means that I'm going to be sitting for a while with not much to do. So I'm going to be packing a book with me this is a book that I have been enjoying so much. It is a Christian book, but it's about marriage. It's called Sacred Marriage by Gary Thomas. Usually if I refer a Christian book on my channel, it's usually something that I believe is great for Christian mamas, but could also be just encouraging and uplifting even if you're not a Christian. But I will say that you probably will only be interested in this book if you are a Christian, because it's all about the Christian aspect of marriage and just how to have a God-honoring, spouse uplifting marriage. And I have just enjoyed it so much. So I'm going to be packing this in here with me, and I'm actually going to slip it in this long zipper pocket here. I know that I cannot zip that up with a book in it, but I can get the book in there so that it's secure, and I know that all of the pages are kind of tamped down so that they can't bend while they're in my diaper bag. Alright, so there's that book down in that front pocket. So the last thing that I'm going to put in here, and this is also a little experimental, I am using a WiPouch 60 case for my son's entertainment needs. And that might seem weird, but here's why I'm using it. One, I have found that if I'm using like toys to keep my son entertained, it's usually at a restaurant, and that means his hands are dirty and yucky. And I don't enjoy putting his toys back inside of my nice Ju-Ju-Be accessories. So I can toss peanut butter covered toys inside of this WiPouch, and it's fully wipeable, and I can keep it nice and clean. I don't have to worry about all that stuff. So in here I have just lots of toys for my son that I know he likes to play with, all zipped up nicely inside of the WiPouch. The other benefit of the WiPouch is that, I don't know if your toddler is like this, but my son loves being able to open and close things like this. Like, it's just such a joy for him. So even this right here is something that he can enjoy doing and that will keep him busy when I need him to be entertained. So I'm going to be trying this out this week, and I'll see what I think about it. And this I'm just going to tuck right here on top of all my other stuff, because if there's anything that I need to grab quickly, it's entertainment needs. Alright, so let's zip this baby up. And the last things that I'm going to add here are my clip-a-clips so that I can hook my bag to a counter or a desk or a table and keep it off of the ground. And then I'm also going to attach a passy pod to the grab handle here on the front so that I can keep a passy for my son when he needs it. Alright guys, so that's it for this week's Pack With Me. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you found it helpful. If you did like this video and you want to see more like it, you can click this button right here to subscribe, and I would love to see you again. I'll be back on Monday with this week's story time, so I look forward to seeing you then. Bye-bye!